3D artist Lee Griggs has a knack for using tools and techniques in ways that they weren't originally intended. Using Autodesk Maya and Solid Angle's Arnold Renderer, Griggs created a series of exquisite landscapes infused with patterns, textures, and colors inherent in the natural world around us. So how does Lee Griggs generate such beautiful patterns? The process brings together Maya's XGen feature, a simple beveled cube or sphere, a sprinkling of mathematical expressions, and a texture map. Let's look at a quick overview of the major steps. You can follow the complete Creating Topological Art with XGen tutorial on the Maya Learning channel. First things first, create the geometry to be used as a platform for the XGen generated objects. Then, create a new XGen description to contain them. For the generated objects themselves, you can use primitive cubes, spheres, splines, or custom geometry as is done here. You need to tell XGen which object to use for the generation. In this case, a simple polygon cube. Create and export an archive for the cube. When you load the archive, XGen creates many instances from it. If the cubes are too densely packed together, you can reduce the density. To add variation to the cubes, such as to their height, create an associated p-text map and paint on it. The light areas will generate cubes at their full height, while the black areas will generate cubes with no height. If the height differences aren't obvious enough, you can create a mathematical expression to multiply the height values. At any time, you can modify the map, and XGen will regenerate the cubes. The cubes are still fairly uniform, so let's add a twist using a mathematical expression. Now add some animation to the height expression to make the cubes grow from the ground up. You can do the same thing with the twist to make the cubes rotate as they grow. Finally, add to the height expression for some exponential growth based on the dark and light areas of the p-text map. To color the cubes, you can define a shader with the custom shader parameter. And then render with the renderer of your choice. Lee Griggs' renderer of choice is Solid Angle's Arnold for Maya. Here, he tweaks parameters using the Arnold for Maya integration and does a preview render. Although these richly textured landscapes were initially created for exploratory purposes, the results are definitely odes to the wonders of nature at both the macro and micro level. The following is a selection of photographs and microphotographs of real-life phenomena shown in comparison to the digitally generated renderings by Lee Griggs. Watch and listen as art imitates life.